Hey, good morning. I just noticed and realized that our training video did not go through on your email. So I wanted to give you a real quick overview of what your lesson's going to be like this morning. In the preschool area, we are talking about Jesus calming the storm. So your lesson comes from Mark chapter 4 and Luke chapter 8. This story is recorded 2 times in Scripture. So Jesus is on the boat. They have spent all day with people, and they had been listening to him, and he told all his disciples, get in the boat, and we're going to head across to the other side. And Jesus falls asleep on the boat, and a storm came up, and the storm was so intense that the men were so afraid. The disciples were so afraid. So I want you to think about for just a second how crazy that storm must have been, because the disciples, most of them were fishermen by trade. So they were used to the water. Were used to growing up on the water. They understood these kind of storms. This particular lake, storms would come up very quickly and could be very intense. So they were used to that. That's not anything necessarily out of the ordinary for them, but it was a very scary storm. And they began to panic, and they wake Jesus up. How can you be sleeping? Everything is chaotic around, everything is a mess. And Jesus stands up and he says, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the waves stop. What an incredible picture of the difference that God makes in our lives. I can really connect that with the way that I feel this morning, and how this time hearing from the Lord calms those things. So I pray that today, as you get to class and it's a little crazy getting things set up and it feels a little like a storm, that you can feel the Lord say, "Peace, be still, and let me do what only I can do." Can't wait to see you in just a few minutes. Love you guys.